season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded right around the 8. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
11.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Burrow looking to pass. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a touchdown. Just an excellent play there by the defense, not only picking to take it back, because Charles looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in with how this offense is moving along. I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end the series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they tipped one of those scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
Now for the point after. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he returns this to the 22. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And this game, CD, some are calling it the game of the year. Others are saying, hey, this is the Super Bowl preview. And as we speak, these are the top seeds in each conference. How do you think these two teams approach this one internally?
And I think that we both subscribe to the theory that it is the game of the year so far, and it could be a Super Bowl preview. I know outwardly both teams are going to tell us, hey, it's 1 of 16. We're going to do what we do. Let's just go ahead and play our game. But I think we both know that internally, they're saying we've got to establish we're the team to beat in case we see them again.
And not much there. Maybe a yard from the 24. We'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Burrow. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
This is taken at the 23. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Love. He He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The Packers at 13-1 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. Rolling to his right. So left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Jones is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Love looking to throw it. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Samori Toure, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Always worried about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that'll make the score 14-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Burrow. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it up. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Following the interception, Love. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a first down carry by Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Play action this time with Love. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The end result, 21 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Love now. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6. Touchdown. Well, I mean, they're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't done the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals getting set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They go play action with Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Burrow will throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the fourth quarter play. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And it's not over yet as they're back within 2 scores. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than 1 play ready. Because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up a good theme there. Keep away. First downs. They can't touch the ball.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Off the play fake, Love. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. A sizable 16-yard jump there. The drive continues. Up the middle, Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Running right, Jones. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Love, this is 3rd and goal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone. Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Burrow. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately